is that we demanded a place at the table, and the floodgates open, and no one's standing there ready. Like, we don't want them to say, we gave y'all a chance, and none of y'all were here. Like, I need y'all to be there. When I have a hearing, I need y'all to be there with your applications complete and solid. Read the people come to me all the time, and I'm like, have you read the regs? Nah. Well, if you don't even want to read the regs, how are you going to own a multi-million-dollar business? And with things that we care about, like, you got to dig in. You don't know what that word means? Look it up. Buy a dictionary. This is serious, and we need to be serious about it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Misty is on the commission which oversees the department. The department is led by Kat Packard, who I believe is maybe 27 now. She's an African-American woman. And I think, and also the head of the department in Oakland is also an African-American woman. So we're leading. So we're going to close it out with your last question?
Yes, the doctor.
Okay, 1 and 2, okay.
The doctor mentioned metabolites. And
that takes us to the metabolism of our young adults in our communities. How do we offset them potentially affecting this particular part of their growing up stage with all the devices now targeted at them in every campaign as we see nationwide and even globally?
You know, I think it's going to take validated ambassadors to be able to speak to certain demographics for them to get it, because everything is perception based. And when you talk about younger demographics, no matter if you have one parent in a household or two parents in a household, we all knew wrong from right, okay? And we all picked up things, bad habits through social behavior, right? So a lot of people that I know didn't have to gangbang, didn't have to sell dope, but they did because the homies were selling it. You don't want to be the non-cool guy in the circle. You have to put all these things into consideration. And you have to keep the culture, you know, really, you have to be mindful of that, because you have to look at what the one-eyed devil is putting out every day, which is the television, and you have to listen to the radio, what they allow for your children to hear all day, every day, right? So you're dealing with you're dealing with a bunch of different mediums that you have to address, and you as a authority figure or a guardian or a parent, yes, it's your job to inform the child, but again, a child does not want to not be cool. The child gets into what they want to get to at early ages anyway. I mean, if you really start going into case studies about STDs, start at 11, 12 years old in a lot of these private schools that are you know, high in echelons economically. You know, so, and that trickles down.
To innovate around hemp. This is the next commodity. It's going to make all the products, cars, plastic replacement, everything. Let's start innovating. That is innovation. So tag your it, tag TECLeimerT is it. If we can lead in those two areas, we got 100 acres up north in Lake County, so we can have grow some hemp, and we can make some products, and that's the next commodity. And this is just awesome. I want to thank everybody for today. CannaBiz.
Everybody comes from someplace, you know, nobody comes from no place. So that in and of itself makes your character richer and more, and makes your story communicate something about the world. So the advice that I gave, you know, not that I'm the expert, but the advice that I could think of that I gave to people in South Africa and that I would give to people in Belize is tap into your culture. You know, do something that is real for you, and if you drill down in that enough and you make it come to life, it's going to touch other people, because every culture has something that's part of this universal thing to all human beings. You know, you get down far enough and specific enough, everybody really is the same. You know, so just be true to something is basically what you have to do.
Thank you for the great advice.
My pleasure. I hope it's right.
all through social media platforms is truly an incredible power to be had, but it's also how you use it. It's also being aware that you have a demographic. You can't go in and think you're going to get everyone to be a fan of you. That's not
Right? Is